So we are starting a tab here, and we're going to play a little game of this or that. We are going to throw something out there that we think is going to happen, and we're going to say who's going to get it. So we're going to start, Kyle, with this one. Who's going to have more tackles? Is it going to be Landon Collins or Cole Holcomb for you?
So these are the top two tacklers from last year. Landon was first, Cole was tied for second. I think it's going to be Cole Holcomb, and I think that's a good thing for the Washington defense, because if Cole has more tackles, that means that running backs and pass catchers aren't getting to that second and third level where Landon Collins has to take them down. So give me Cole Holcomb in this improved defense.
I wonder if Landon, how he would feel about that, though. You know, he might totally agree with you on it, but he also might want to be able to have the extra tackles. So we might have to ask him that. Look, Cole Holcomb had over 100 tackles last season as a rookie, and he had a hard time adjusting to the defense as well. And when I was chatting with him, he was like saying, look, yeah, I left a lot of plays out on the field that hopefully will not happen this season as he works on his technique. And you know, they put him in coverage, can go out there and use his athletic ability to be able to stop guys. If we're going to go on to more sacks on the interior, and we talk a lot about the edge guys, more sacks on the interior, DARON PAYNE or Matt IOANNIDIS?
Yeah, so DARON PAYNE only had 2 sacks last year, and I fully expect that number to go up, but I don't think it's going to be more than Matt IOANNIDIS. He led the team with 8.5 sacks last year. He's one of the better interior defensive linemen in the NFL right now. And while the outside guys are getting a lot of the hype and a lot of the publicity, Matt IOANNIDIS has been really solid, especially last year. So give me Matt to rack up another 8.5, 9 sacks this year.
I know they were expecting Payne to be able to have more pass rush ability last season. He went from 5 sacks to 2 sacks. So I think that number will increase this year. But yeah, if we're going with who's going to have more, it's got to be IOANNIDIS. He just seems to double his numbers every year. I don't know that that means he gets to 16 or 19 this season, but I would guarantee he's probably going to get to where he was last year at 8.5. How about more receiving yards if we go to offense? Antonio Gibson or J.D. McKissic?
Yeah, so I actually put these questions out on Twitter, and it seemed like a lot of fans were going with Antonio Gibson, but I'm going to go with J.D. McKissic. So in the 2 years that he's been healthy, he's averaged 34 receptions for about 250 yards. He's been a pass-catching back in the NFL before. He's done it in multiple offenses. So I think they're really going to find a way to use him starting from game one, and he's really going to be that consistent third down back throughout the season. But I know Antonio Gibson's also exciting too.
Yeah, I would go Gibson on this one. I think they're going to rely on him, and they are just excited the fact that he also played receiver and putting him in on a lot of those packages. How about more pass deflections, Darby or Fuller?
Yes, so a lot of people on Twitter went with Fuller, and for good reason. He's been great. He was great here. He was great in Kansas City, and now bringing him back. But I think that teams are going to try to challenge Ronald Darby, and I think he's going to be up for the challenge. I think he's going to get more targets than Kendall Fuller, and I think he's going to prove to Washington, prove to the rest of the NFC East that he can regain that form that he had in 2015 when he was the PFF Defensive Rookie of the Year. So I'm going to go with Ronald Darby.
Yeah, he's dealt with a lot of injuries that I think have hampered him a little bit. If he can stay healthy, he has the chance to be pretty good, but I would go Kendall Fuller for this one. He's coming back. He played on a Super Bowl team. He had those picks. I think he's ready and motivated here at home to be able to be effective in this scheme. How about if we go down to better third down efficiency? Is it going to be Scott Turner on offense, or is it going to be Jack Del Rio on defense?
So third down efficiency it really hurt Washington down last year, both offensively and defensively. They finished near the end, the bottom of the NFL. But I think both will improve, but I really think the defense is going to make a huge jump, because once teams get in third and long, they're going to bring the blitz. And with that pass rush, they're going to get to the quarterback. So they're either going to sack him or make him throw it early, which is going to help out the linebackers and the secondary. So I think it's going to be the defense, and I think they're really going to make a big jump in third down efficiency this year.
You're actually really nice by saying it hurt them last year. You did. Look, since you went defense, I'm just going to go offense just because we need both to get better. And hopefully this team is better on first and second, and they get that run game going, and they get players in there to where they're not in third and long and scrambling and then losing yards. So there we go. We balanced it out on that one.